Tony Stark needs to be humble, like real humble, and I'ma tell you why. That's right, you saw the title. Tony Stark's ego was his biggest weakness throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Are you incapable of letting go of your ego for one goddamn second?
From the very first Iron Man to the epic battles in the Avengers and Civil War, Tony's self-confidence often tips into overconfidence, which isn't necessarily bad but still led to some big-time consequences, and I mean big time. Bro is gonna cause global destruction. But yeah, let's break it down. We all remember when Tony first rocked that Iron Man suit, right? Man hit us with that I am Iron Man, straight confidence, like big flex energy. But real talk, that moment was all ego on full display. Bro's swagger had him building that suit without thinking twice about the risk, like not just for him, but for everybody else too. His whole I'm the only one who can stop this vibe, yeah, that kind of blinded him to all the mess he might cause. We all know he's the shit, but like, he did it too much at least. Fast forward to the Avengers, and Stark's ego is out there like full-on flex mode. Dude straight up says genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, like he's got to remind everybody, maybe even himself, how dope he is. And yeah, he ain't wrong, Tony's the man, but that whole vibe, it's what sets him up to clash with Cap, who's all about that teamwork and staying humble. Tony's swagger helps the squad through some wild situations, but at the same time, it pushes him away from his people, showing how his ego can stir up drama. Don't believe me? Check this clip.
But he is of Asgard, and he is my brother.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
So let me just give you some details here. They were talking about Loki's plan to unleash the Chitauri on Earth using a powerful cosmic cube called the Tesseract that can open portals to other dimensions. With that said, let's get back to the video.
I think it's about the mechanics. Iridium. What do they need the iridium for?
Stabilizing agent.
Bro causally butts into their serious conversation, answers the problem, and backs them. As he walks around and yaps about anything in his head, everyone looks at him like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? To be honest, he could pay all their salaries and their families for 5 different generations, but hitting a 94-year-old god is actually insane.
That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
His actions just tell you already that he just knows everything and feels like he owns everything.
On a scale hitherto undreamt of.
Did you seriously just say hitherto undreamt of?
Are you seriously leaning on the cauldron of the cosmos?
It's like everywhere he goes, people are like, who does he think he is?
High energy density. Something to kickstart the cube.
When did you become an expert in thermonuclear astrophysics?
Last night.
What makes it cooler is that you don't even know when he's joking or not. She's like,
Well, if he could do that, he could achieve heavy ion fusion at any reactor on the planet.
Finally, someone who speaks English. Is that what just happened?
and let's not forget his iconic line to Bruce Banner.
I see a suit of armor around the world.
He saw a world of peace.
This moment highlights how Stark views his technology as the ultimate solution. His obsession with control and protection leads him to create Ultron, the worst villain in my opinion. Unlike Thanos, who at least wanted to balance the universe, Ultron had no qualms about wiping out humanity entirely. Ultron believed that extinction was the way to save Earth, and if he had merged with Vision, as we saw in What If, his true power would have been terrifying. He wasn't holding back on his dark thoughts like Thanos, who still gave humanity a chance. In Civil War, Stark's ego comes through heavy again. He's feeling so guilty about all the mess his inventions caused, he starts rolling with the government's side. Bro even hits Cap with, "If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than the bad guys." But real talk, that's just his overblown sense of responsibility talking. Instead of teaming up, Tony's trying to run the show, calling all the shots, and it leads to a huge fallout. It's basically like superheroes playing who's the boss, and spoiler, it didn't end pretty for him. So yeah, Tony Stark's a genius, no doubt, but his ego always gets him caught up at the worst times. Whether he's rolling solo or with the squad, that confidence of his is a double-edged sword. It's that tightrope between confidence and straight-up arrogance that shows Tony's biggest enemy was usually himself, but what we love about him is that he learned from his mistakes. That's a wrap for today. If you loved this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives on your favorite characters. Also comment on other characters or things I should talk about. And remember y'all, a little humility goes a long way, even for a genius billionaire like Tony Stark.